Now, here is a question for you. Do these three signatures, which we're about to show you, look like they have been signed by the same person? Now take a look at another one, this signature. And does this look likely to have been signed by the same person as that one? And another example, what if we told you that a very similar looking signature appeared over a different name? Here are two examples of that. Well, handwriting experts have told us it's highly likely that the same person has been signing in different names and also that different people have been signing over the same name. That is serious because these signatures are on documents used to repossess people's homes, including statements of truth and witness statements submitted to the courts. Some of them are by representatives of a government bank, UK Asset Resolution, and others by representatives of Lloyds Bank. The BBC's economics correspondent Andy Verity has been investigating this and can tell us more. How has this all come about, Andy?
Well, as you can imagine, it's not through official channels, Joanna. This is through ordinary borrowers doing something very unusual, having a really close read of the documents that they get, chasing their debts and looking at the signatures. Now, most of us wouldn't think of that as our favourite pastime, looking at those documents. But some of the people facing repossession became concerned that forgery of signatures, routine forgery of signatures in repossession actions, which happened in millions of cases in the United States, has also been happening here. The banks strongly deny it, as you mentioned before, but in growing numbers, bank customers have been checking back on their documents, and campaigners have now gathered a growing body of evidence of dodgy signatures. We showed some of the signatures to a top handwriting expert who gives evidence in court cases about alleged forgery. So, Adam, these three signatures were all over the same name. How likely are they to be the same person?
I think very unlikely, because they're very different in their structure. You've got this movement, if you look at the pressure in that direction, and it's over to the right. You've got a covering stroke here and coming down quite strongly. Though that thickness of stroke could be, and you can't really tell, that it could be similar to that stroke, this is all putting the letters in the middle. There's no reaching up.
I see, whereas this person is a bit more...
Where this person's lifting. Do you see the difference? Where, I mean, this one is definitely lifting, and this could be actually coming in the opposite direction. So the whole movement and the fluency of the signatures look different.
MPs are now listening. After the all-party group on Fair Business Banking backed Julian's campaign, more members of the public sent dodgy signatures in. They included a remarkable find, a signature just like the one used to evict John and Brenda in 2013, but signed as recently as last year in someone else's name. Julian showed it to our handwriting expert.
So Adam, these two signatures, this one here in the top right-hand corner, were both signed in different people's names, one in the name of someone called G and one in the name of someone called D. And what's your view of the signatures?
Well, I think it's very interesting that this is G and this is D, and yet it looks very much as if they're the same signature. And the reason for that is the beginning and the end, which are critical when you're examining signatures, are very similar. And it's interesting that the fluency is very similar. So I would say there's a high chance that these two were written by the same person.
MPs now want the allegations of forgery properly investigated by the Treasury Select Committee.